called Zinzino, and why I choose this company as my partnering platform, business platform to build sustaining and scalable business. Right now, I am the sales and marketing director, responsible for the Zinzino Malaysia market. Like I told some of you earlier, some of you might have known, right? So I just came back from a director trip, sponsored fully by Cincino in Bali, right? Um, and this is a annual trip, right? A yearly trip in which our partners they can earn free trips to travel around the world. So this time is Bali. So we're treated to Le Meridian and also Intercontinental, absolutely fantastic experience, right? In Bali, it's just different from what we were to experience if I were to pay for my own trip, right? So all these are all expenses paid for. You go to the resort, every restaurant you can just go and enjoy in every of the experience. So it's different. So this time it's Bali. Next year it's going to be in Tenerife. Tenerife is in Spain. So this time Bali, for all of us here, we can have the experience to experience the same or probably even better directed trip next year in Tenerife in Spain, Espanol. All right. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, you do see my screen. So today I'm gonna take probably 40 to 45 minutes of our time to together welcome Lau, welcome all of you to this sharing. I'm going to talk about the Zincino business. Obviously, if you are here today, you must be invited by someone who really cares about you. We want to find health, we want to find serenity in the most natural way, okay? Without using drugs, without using too much medication, operation and all these things, obviously. But what are better ways that we can find? And then, if possible, we can probably make this business that we can expand. So we're going to talk about this brand and this company called Zincino and why after 24 years of being in this healthcare industry, I come back to a company, choose to partner with a company such as Zincino. There are many, many important reasons. But before that, I want to ask uh, a very important question. I was saying that we all want to have a better life. We want to live good, we want to live healthy, and we want to be able to enjoy life with the people that we love, of course, our family members and all. But there's one question that has been lingering after 24 years of working tirelessly in the healthcare or wellness industry. I sometimes stop and ask myself, this question, which is it's 2026. Okay, it's the age of robotics, AI. We've got fantastic healthcare. We've got the best medicine in the healthcare industry and all these things. But let me ask you a question: it's 2026. We're supposed to be living in the AI age, right? But why are there more sick people than healthy people? Just before CNY, just before Chinese New Year, I visited a friend who was admitted to a hospital. When I went to hospitals lying and look at, and I mean to visit him, I see hospitals practically full of patients who don't have enough beds. That's before CNY, right? So it begs the question that I always ask myself: if our medical technology or medication are so obviously already so advanced, but why are there more sick people than healthy people? So most of us out there, here, out there, everywhere, most of us are semi-healthy, semi-healthy. But the trend, if you ask me, is that people are getting more and more sick. I just need to look back to two, maybe three generations before us. You see, my gong gong, my my gong gong's era, they don't seem to like have a lot of diabetes lah, cancers lah. I mean, I just need to go back that 50, 60 years, probably 70 years ago. People may not be living such a long age, such as what we are experiencing now, but people are not sick back then. So it begs the question, why? what is going on with the world. And how come my gong my popo era, they, although they don't live really like long age until like 80 years old, 90 years old, like we do now, but then they're not that sick, right? They don't have all these diseases. So scientists and medical doctors, they find the answers. They try to find the answers, and they tell us that actually in nature there are already a lot of foods that can really become like natural medicine for us human beings, right? We, our ancestors, we used to eat food which is natural. Okay, we got food which is balanced with omega-6 and omega-3, which are two essential nutrients that our body cannot make. But with advances in technology and all, so we've got more and more advanced food tech. Our food are getting cheaper and cheaper, tastier, okay, more varieties. We can keep our food longer, without being going rotten and all. But yet the contents of nutrients or essential nutrients are in the food is already too low. Obviously, like I was saying, some of the nutrients such as omega-6 and omega-3, these are nutrients that our body cannot make. We need it, but we can only get it from our diet. So with that imbalance, all the way, scientists find out all the way back in 1850, that's like 150 years ago, until now, we are seeing a trend happening. The balance of omega-6 and omega-3, these are two very important nutrients that every single cell in our body, we've got 4.6 trillions of cells in our body, but yet every single cell in our body needs omega-6 and omega-3. Okay? So without these two, our cells cannot be formed. So our body, we cannot live lah, okay, as a human beings, because we are made out of cells, right? So let's look at this omega-6, omega-3. We've got a big problem, ladies and gentlemen, especially us in Malaysia, right? Because of the food that we eat. So in our Gong Popo time, our ancestors' time, they used to have a balanced intake of omega-6 to omega-3, which is 1 part to 1 part. This was history. This was 150 years ago. But since when scientists or actually entrepreneurs, industrialists, they started to use seed oils as the main ingredient in our cooking, then the balance get out of balance lah. Okay, gets tipped over. So from supposed to have 1-to-1 part of omega-6 to omega-3, then slowly they get 3-to-1, but still okay. Scientists say 3-to-1 still okay. Then 1960s, this is where industrialization has used a lot of cooking oils and a lot of fried stuff in our food. The turning point becomes when the omega-6 to omega-3 becomes 4-to-1. And then slowly over the years with fast food, you see, I met this young boy, 19 years old, last year I met him. Okay, he did this test to find out his omega-6 to omega-3 balance. His numbers was 103-to-1. So this young boy, when I interviewed him, he said he is a college boy living on his own, living alone, right? So obviously, if I ask him what he eat every day, obviously he'll be like eating outside lah, right? Ordering from Grab food lah, fast food lah, fried stuff lah, these are instant noodles lah. These are things that are bringing his imbalance to a tipping point. Now, average for Asia Pacific is about 21-to-1. That's according to a number I'm going to show you later. But throughout the world, we are moving towards more 25-to-1 or more, which is really dangerous. I'm going to talk a bit more about this. Now, this table I made using AI, but I'm basing all these numbers based on a study done by Dr. Eric Berg. If you watch Dr. Eric Berg's YouTube videos, you go and look for Dr. Eric Berg on YouTube and look for this omega-6 omega-3 balance guide. He will talk about this. I mean, he's not associated with her to Cincino in any way, but then he will talk about this as well. Because of what we eat every single day. it is tipping the balance of omega-6 to omega-3 to a very serious level. Now, you look at what we are eating every single day. For example, seed oils. On average, seed oils, for example, like soy, it is soya oil, soybean oil, soybean oil lah, okay, or all other seed oils that we are using, cooking oils lah, on average, it is 70 part of omega-6 to 1 part of omega-3. Now, in our body, we need both. We need omega-6 or we need omega-3. But again and again, I've been saying we need it in 1 part to 1 part. Okay, in a perfect world, in a perfect world. But scientists say 3 part to 1 is still okay, still good enough. But seed oils, look at this. Seed oil is giving us 70 part of omega-6 to 1 part of omega-3. No wonder ourselves and our children, my children included, they've got so much of inflammation happening in the body. So you see, potato chips, obviously, fried stuff, 60 to 1. Okay? Eggs, normal eggs that I can buy from 99, farm eggs. I'm not talking about these are farm eggs, 29 to 1. Chicken, 17 to 1. Grains, 20 to 1. Grain-fed beef, 9 to 1. But when it comes to chicken, that is pasture eggs, okay? Free-range chicken, free-range beef, these are so much better because when it is, let's say, beef, I just heard from this masters in nutrition from Hong Kong speak. I think last week, I just heard him talk about this. When it comes to free-range beef, because of what they eat, their body somehow can produce quite a bit of amount of omega-3. And then when we consume, remember when I say our body, we cannot make omega-6, omega-3. We have to get it from the food, okay? And we know that the best source of omega-3 would be from fish, right? From salmon and all. So if you eat a lot of fish, congratulations, okay? If you eat a lot of leafy greens, that's good. And then if you eat beef, when it comes to the choice of beef, try to choose free-range beef, okay, or chicken. That's going to do us a lot of good. And then when it comes to cooking oils, try to change right? Try to change to oils, for example, avocado oil or the best would be olive oils. Okay, try to change because this will do us and the people that we love a lot of good. Okay, now some will ask, hey, if omega-6 too much, what are the consequences if this imbalance 3 to 1, 5 to 1, 6 to 1, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, what's going to happen to our body? There are a few things. Scientists find that these are symptoms that will always be very visible. Number one, reduced brain functions, because our brain is probably 60 to 70% of the brain has to be made out of DHA. Now, DHA is an essential fatty acid which belongs to the omega-3 group. So if you don't eat enough omega-3, our brain is going to suffer, okay? I mean, sooner or later, we will find people with reduced brain functions, dementia, all sorts of different syndromes. And then we talk about hair quality decreases. And then, of course, vision as well, our eye vision. It's not written here, but eye vision, another organ that needs a lot of DHA. And then heart functions, okay? Skin elasticity, right? Organ functions, joint and muscle pain. These are symptoms that I used to see in some of my customers. And also, remember the 19-year-old boy? That boy whose omega-6 to omega-3 was 103 to 1. That boy, without injuring himself, without doing anything, but his joints are everyday pain one. So these are symptoms. And then when we look further, the reason for all these things is because our cells will be sick if we don't have a balanced omega-6 to omega-3. Consider this, every single one of our cells is made out of this, the cell membrane, which is outside. But if we don't have enough omega-3, and then we've got too much of omega-6, again, from cooking oils, fried stuff and all, from grains, then the cell membrane becomes very hard, very tough. Okay, it becomes very hard. Okay, consider this, let's say this cell, this one body cell, It's like our house or like our condo, right? Our office, right? But suppose outside of our house, our office, there's supposed to be a security guard to let good things into our cell, right? It's like a security guard to let good nutrients oxygen, right? And then water all these things to come into the cell, and then to let toxins, things that we don't want, waste waste products to get out of the cell. They're supposed to have a security guard guarding this. But the problem is, without the balance of omega-6 and omega-3, this security guard is not letting good stuff in, not letting toxins go out. Then our cells can die really fast. Okay? But our cells is supposed to look like this. A cell that is elastic enough to allow nutrients to get in and then allow waste products to go out easily. Okay? Now, this is problem number 1. Problem number 2 is what we call chronic inflammation. Now, granted, our body, we need inflammation. If our body, there's a cut or we fall down, there's an injury, or like there's an attack of viruses or bacteria, right? Our body can react to all these outside attacks by getting this function called inflammation, activating this function called inflammation. But inflammation for a short period of time is good, because we need inflammation so that we need more blood, and then we need T cells and B cells go and attack and then go and recover the area which is injured. But if we have inflammation every minute, every day, every week, every month, for long term, this becomes a trouble. This becomes a big problem for our body, because you see, chronic inflammation means a long-term persistence, low-grade systemic immune response that can last months to last years, to years, right? So this will lead to a lot of issues, okay? Issues such as chronic diseases. Now, I did a Google and did this AI analysis just a couple of weeks earlier. So I was researching the top 10 killers for Malaysians. Now, top 10 killers for Malaysians are the top 10 mortality reasons for Malaysians. I find that 9 of the top 10 reasons that people can die from is closely related to inflammation, either acute inflammation or chronic inflammation, right? 9 out of 10 is related to inflammation. So it begs a question that, hey, if I can reduce the inflammation that's happening in our body, is it going to reduce the risk of getting all these diseases? The answer is definitely yes. Not that I say, it's the scientific community has been saying this for many years, since 2004, right? Now, so how do we know if our body is under chronic inflammation? We can check this list of symptoms or experience that we might be experiencing. The list of 10 symptoms, if we are experiencing, say, 3 to 4 of them, or even more than that, then we might be at risk of chronic inflammation. For example, are we frequently feeling the fatigue? Always very tired one, right? Or are we experiencing poor sleep, skin prone to itchiness, allergies, unexplained ache in muscle and joints? See? Declining memories and all, reduced physical stamina. So if we have at least 3 to 4 of these symptoms, that means we probably have this issue of chronic inflammation. But there is a better way for us to check, right? I'm going to share with you later, yeah? So again, back to this question, if our body's omega-6 to omega-3 is imbalanced, it is causing this inflammation that is happening every single day. But again, how do we know? Okay? Now that we know that we need to have an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio of 3 to 1, right? 3 to 1 or lower. That means if you get 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, it's very, very good, right? But anything above that, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, up to 9 to 1, okay? That means there is a risk of chronic inflammation. Anything above 10 to 1, it means that we are in danger. We are in danger of having chronic inflammation causing chronic diseases. All right. So Malaysians, actually, this is not 21-1 anymore. Malaysians we are already getting more and more serious. The latest number is 22.2-1. Okay. We have numbers to support that. I'm going to show you later. Yeah. So now, the better way to find out if our body have enough fatty acids to support our bodily functions, reduce inflammation, to improve the health of each and every one of your cells, there is a test that we can do to find out. Now, here in Zinzino, we've been doing this for about 15 years, right? 14 years, 14, 15 years. So this is called the Zinzino balance test. So this balance test is not invented or developed by us, Zinzino. It is a collaboration between some of the top scientists around the world, but we created this test kit according to what these scientists have suggested to us. So this is a test that you can do at home. You can ask your partner to help you do it. Very simple test, and it's totally scientific based. I'm going to show you a short 1 minute, 2 minute video to show you how do we do this test. Okay, it's a really simple, beautiful test that we did. So everything that you need to do the test is inside the test kit. Now, this is the first important thing. Every test kit has an ID number. You need to keep this number. Don't lose the number because there's no one else who has this number other than you. Right? If you lose the number, you're not able to find out the test results. Yeah. So you just remember every time. Okay. Photo of that ID number. So we're gonna use this prick, this little prick your the side of your finger Don't hit the top Just to take 2 drops of blood and then drop onto the filter. Right, the filter is gonna dry up your blood because we don't need the blood. Okay, now after you've done all this, seal it up. Okay. And then there's an address. Okay, there are a few addresses So you choose the one which is Malaysia one. Because when you send this envelope of your dry blood sample to my office, then our colleagues, our staff, our support staff, they will send all these test reports to this place called Vitas. Now, Vitas is located in Norway, in Europe. This lab is I think they're almost 30-year lab already, all right? It's a very well-known tip-top lab, okay? World-class lab located in Oslo. So you don't have to send directly to Oslo. You can just send to us because we'll pack up and then we'll send every single week. All the customers from Malaysia will send to Oslo. So now a bit about this Vitas. If you are able to screenshot this slide, I would like you to go and Google or ask AI about this lab. Now, Vitas is the top analytical lab in the world when it comes to human fatty acids analysis. Okay, like I told you, omega-6, omega-3 fatty acids, these are essential to our human body, right? So they are the top. Why they're the top? 2 reasons. Okay, but you can Google them now. Google them and find out. Reason number 1, they work with all these top universities or research bodies in the world because they are top world class Number 2, until now they have the biggest number of samples from around the world, more than 2 million samples they've done on the fatty acid analysis alone. All right. Now, how does the number work? I'm going to show you a bit. Now, this is a number that I showed some of you last month. Okay, I did the same presentation last month. So at that time, our numbers was 1.65 million. That means we in Zinzino itself, we have sent more than 1.6 million tests from our customers to Oslo, to Vitas, to do this balance. And the numbers tells us that about 97, 98% of the world is out of balance when it comes to this fatty acid. Now, when it comes to numbers that are closer to Malaysia, let us look. So for Malaysia, now, if you go to this website called zinzinotest.com, we have numbers. You can click around. You can click around and play around with this map. I always like to check other countries' numbers. Yeah. So for Malaysia, these are last month's number. Okay, last month when I did this presentation, we were still at 9,430 tests for Malaysia only. Malaysia. So all around the world, we've done 1.6 million tests. Now, the more interesting number for me is the second and the third number. You can see here the second number and the third number. Now, the second number tells us that for Malaysians, on average, our omega-6 to omega-3 is 22.1 to 1, which is very bad. Okay? We are one of the best, one of the worst actually in the world. Okay? But okay, I can tell you India is worse. India, Mexico, US, these countries are worse than us, Malaysia. Okay? But Malaysia, we are bad enough already. 22 to 1. But the more interesting number for me is the third one, you see. The third number tells us that this is average omega-6 to omega-3 balance based on second tests. So now it works like this. Now, if you allow me to stop share a bit, got okay, I've got this. This is the Zinzino balance test. Okay, this is the test kit. So in Zinzino, this is how our customers will take our products, right? First, they will do this test before they use any products. Okay, they do the test first. After they do the test, immediately they will go on a regime of using the balance oil. Okay, I don't think you can see, but let me just show you the bottle. Okay, this balance oil, which is high in polyphenols, in this olive oil, polyphenols, and then very rich in EPA, DHA. So it will help you balance our fatty acid numbers, right? So after you do the test, you've got numbers, got your report, right? And then you go on this balance oil regime for 2 months, for 3 months, for 4 months. Scientists recommend 4 months. Okay, so go on this regime for 4 months. So after 4 months, you will do another test. Okay? So-called before test and after test. And then by doing these 2 tests, you are able to see your own numbers. Okay? You don't have to trust me when I say that the products and everything works, but because you have done your own test, you will see that for Malaysians, you see, for Malaysians on average, first time they do test, 22 to 1. Second time they do test, it's 3.6 to 1. All right? Our numbers, I've seen those numbers, right? Our numbers shows that on average, 94 to 90 improvement after 2 tests. Okay, of course, in between they will use the balance oil to balance out. Okay, but balance their inflammation. These are their fatty acids for them. Okay, so this was last month's number. So this month's number, I did this month's number as well. So remember, last month our number was 1.65 million. And then Malaysia was 9,430. So this month I just took this number this morning. So we are already more than 1.7 million tests being done around the world, okay, after just 1 month. So Malaysia from 9,430, right? Now we're at 10,152, okay? But unfortunately, the second number and third number didn't change much, okay? It's still almost the same, okay? Almost the same. Last month, it was 22.1. Even worse, Malaysians. But again, what is giving me a lot of confidence is that our customers, when they take the first test, after they go on a 4-month regime or maybe 3 months using our products, their numbers will be balanced back to, on average, 3.6 to 1. Now, some of them, they will get 1 to 1. Some will get 2 to 1. Some will get 3 to 1. Some will get 4. Some will get 5. But still, my numbers tells me that 94 to 96% of our customers will have very, very good results. So this will give me a lot of confidence, right, when I'm promoting the product and the regime. And because I know for sure that these products and the test itself is going to help a lot of people. Okay, I hear all sorts of great feedback and great testimonies from our customers every single week or every single day. I hear a lot of good results, but here I'm not going to talk about diseases. I'm not going to talk about testimonials. Okay, but because here in Zizino, the numbers will tell you whether it works on you or not. All right, you don't have to even believe in me. So if you do 2 tests, you will see the before, you will see the after. You get 2 reports basically. One is a numerical number, a numerical report. The other being a very comprehensive, about 20 pages, which will tell you what you should do. Okay? Now, so that's the test. And here in Zinzino, we are really confident because we've been doing this for many years, right? For 14, 15 years. So we are really confident based on the numbers that we do on most of our customers. Remember, 94 to 96% of our customers, they get good results. So that's why we can say that we can help you bring back into balance of your omega-6 to omega-3 balance in 120 days. This is how confident the company is. Okay, so these are the people responsible for R&D, to researching how we do the tests, how do we improve the products and all. These are the people. You can also screenshot this slide. Please go and Google these guys. These are doctors and scientists and all. Dr. Paul Clayton, of course, as well. And then we've got Ola Edi, Dr. Ola Edi. We've got Dr. Angela Rizzo. These are people responsible for researching what we're doing here and what we've been doing for the last 15, 16 years. Okay, the Scientific Advisory Board. Okay, these are top scientific people, okay, doing work behind the scenes. Okay, now back to the product that will help you balance your fatty acid levels, okay, your omega-6, omega-3 levels. This is called the balance oil. Now, balance oil is not just fish oil, okay? If today we're talking about just another fish oil, then forget this, all right? So today we're talking about balance, because too much of omega-6, not good, but too little of omega-6 also not good. So we need a balance, right? So by using balance oil, which is 60% pure high-grade fish oil from small wild-caught fish, right? And then the ingredients are the amount of EPA and DHA that this bottle of balance oil is giving is unbelievable. I've never seen. I've been doing healthcare, wellness and industry for 24 years. I've never seen a product that is giving such a generous amount of EPA DHA. Okay, and then it also contains about 40% of pre-harvest premium extra virgin olive oil. So if you need to have a supplement of olive oil, you don't need to buy anymore, right? You just use one balance oil. It's going to give you a lot of different results. Okay, the amount of DHA and DPA, if you look at this here, down here, okay, there are a few circles down here. I mean, it's too small, but the amount of EPA DHA per serving of 12 ml, we are giving close to 2000 mg, which is crazy. All right, not at therapeutical level, but for food supplement, I can safely say, if we're not the top, then we're among one of the highest in the world we can see. And the purity of the oil, wow. You don't get any fishy smell at all, and the smell is really tasty. You don't even have to, right? You can use it even as in your salad dressing lah, use it in your food and all. Another good news is that we've got balance oil vegan version. So people who are vegetarian, these are great news for people who are vegan or vegetarian, right? So product quality tip top. You've got halal, you've got kosher, and then we've got informed spot now. This is something which is not easy to get. Informed sport means professional sports person. They will always choose Zincino Balance Oil rather than some other brand that they cannot trust. All right. Now, this product is suitable for even babies of 6 months old, all the way up to uncle aunties, right? Up to 100 years old. So people will ask me, hey, 100 years only, 101 years old can? Of course lah, right? So at different age, when we take the balance oil, it's going to bring about different benefits lah, right? And these benefits include the ones that you can see on the page. Now, first time ever, I've been doing the wellness healthcare industry for many years. This is the first company that we can safely claim what are the health claims that these products can bring about if you take the products. Okay, it's on our website. It's on now. If we don't have the numbers, remember we've tested more than 1.7 million people around the world. Yeah, for Malaysia itself, slightly over 10,000. Okay, we're just getting started. But if we don't have the kind of numbers that we can support, that we are sure that you and your customers or your friends can get really good results by taking the products, then hey, if we put all this on our websites, we're gonna sue one, right? So these numbers really support what we are claiming. Okay, so again, like I say, 95, 96% of people who take the Zincino Balance supplements, they will be back in balance after 120 days. Okay, this is how confident we are. So other than balance oil, we've got other products as well. In Malaysia, we've got Xenobiotic, which is a very, very good prebiotic supplement. And then we've got this. I was just showing it out showing it off on screen. This is called Velixer. This is a really rich antioxidant liquid supplement. Okay, I drink this every single day. My children loves it. You just open this pack. Just tear open this pack and then you sip on this. It's got very good enzymes and very tasty. Got a lot of goodness from fruits and all. So with a combination of prebiotic, this Velixer, and then the balance oil is going to bring about really good results. Overall health. Now these are brand ambassadors, right? Zincino brand ambassadors who are professional sports person. Now, if you know professional sport, you know that they cannot simply go and take certain supplements. Okay, they need to be sure that these supplements is safe, will not get them banned, doesn't have all these crazy stuff inside, and then it will help them boost their sports performance. Then only they will choose. Now there are many. I think if I'm remembering correctly, there are more than 120 professional brand ambassadors who are sports person. Okay, they are speaking for Zincino without getting paid. We don't pay any of them without getting paid, but still they're using our products. They're happily enjoying it, right? Other than talking about Zincino, I want to talk a bit about the company and the business as well, other than the products. So we started our business back in 2005 in the Nordics region, in Europe, in Norway, in Sweden. So that's where we started. So our scientists, most of them, they are based in Sweden and Norway and Finland and Iceland. Our manufacturing plants are in Iceland and also in Norway. So these are truly Nordic quality products that we're looking at. And then we've been challenging the status quo of the healthcare industry for so many years, right? Since 2005. So these couple are the co-founders, Hilda and Ørjan Sala. They are the Scandinavian who are responsible for bringing about this test-based nutrition to so many people around the world. And then we've got our professional CEO, Dag Bergheim Peterson, who brought this company to become a public listed company since 2013. Okay, 2013. And then one good news, if you go to zincino.com, you can download the public listed company's financial report, everything. You can see that this company has been growing like crazy. I'm going to talk a bit about this later. Now, if I've got such a good product in my hand, I always would think about this question. Hey, this product is great, but if I can do some business with this wonderful product and then we make a great career out of this product, that isn't that great? That's always on my mind. So when I bumped into this product, which is so good, is helping so many people around the world, as well as Malaysia, the first thing that came into my mind would be, how am I going to profit, okay, as a business with such a good product, okay? And that leads us to a bit about this company and the business. Okay, for the next 10 minutes, briefly, I'm going to talk a bit about the business as well. We, like I was saying, we started in Sweden 20 years ago. So our company headquarters is based in Gothenburg, Sweden. And then over the years, we've expanded. We've got corporate headquarters in every single continent of the world. Okay, we've got logistics centers also on different continents of the world. Every month, we are shipping more than close to 200,000 packages around the world. And then we've got, logistics centers that can supply our products to more than 100 markets across the world. So you see, the countries that are in deep purple, these are countries that we have full support, right? Full support of products. And then with light purple, these are global web shop. Not so many products, but you can still buy the products in these countries. Okay, only the white color ones we don't have supply of products to, like Russia, North Korea, these countries lah. Huh? Okay, so if we want to become a partner of this company, we can do the Zinzino business in more than 100 countries around the world. Okay, Malaysia included, of course. So this is a graph that is showing what kind of a steady growth, but last year not so steady. Last year is crazy growth. So over the last 20 years, we've been steadily growing every single year, double-digit growth. There's not one year in which we did not grow. Okay, we grew right up until 2024. Our sales was 193 million euro. Okay, but last year our sales grew 51%. Okay, because we are expanding to Asia already. We just started Thailand and Philippines market last year, and then China market also we started last year, and then last year we started Japan. All right, so these are all new, right? So last year we grew from 193 million euro. Last year we grew to 306 million euro, and this year we will grow to about 500 million euro. Okay, and then the growth will still continue because we're just right about growing. Okay, that kind of global mega trend. Okay, now as you've seen from the chart that I showed you, we are at about 1.7 million tests being done. But in the next 25 years, by the year 2050, we predict to have about 1 billion people tested by that time. So this is a kind of trend that I always want to ride, because now in 2026, we're at this much, 1.7 million tests. But I want to be able to grow my business along with this company, which is so fast in growing, especially in Asia Pacific. And I want to be able to build a business around it. So how do we build a business around this company? There's one program we call the partnership program, okay, as a Zinzino partner. Now, as a Zinzino partner, there are multiple ways we can make money. Obviously, as a public listed company, you can invest in this company's stock to become a company share owner as well. But on top of that, we also have this program called the partnership program. Now, how do we start a partnership program? It's very simple. We've got systematic way you can follow to use the product, obviously for yourself, because you need to be able to improve your own health as well, right? You need to do your own test. So you can enroll yourself as a partner using one of the 3 different partner kits, okay? With different contents, different pricing, ranging from 1,500 something to 4,000 to slightly less than 6,000 ringgit. So that is the biggest kit that you can ever buy, right? So 6,000. Obviously, for the 6,000 ultimate partner kit with so many balance oils and tests, this is to do business lah, because we need to be able to share the products, to let your customer test and all. But the thing about the Zinzino partnership plan is that there is basically no risk at all, because if you are able to find, you see from here, if you're enrolled to this ultimate partner kit of 6,5959, right? The retail price is 15,000. So just by enrolling yourself, you already save about 10,000 here. Okay, you already got a saving of 10,000 ringgit. But on top of that, if you're able to acquire 25 premier customers within a year of purchasing the ultimate partner kit, you can get a fully you stand to get full loyalty refund. Okay, that means at the end of the year, if you are able to stay active sharing the products every single month, at the end of the year, if you're able to get 25 premier customers, we will refund you the 5959. Okay, so basically it puts the potential of this business, the potential risk at zero. Because where's the risk? Because when we invest in these products to build the business and share with your customers, at the end of the year, you can get all the money back, you see. All right. So if we are able to start a franchise, McDonald's or whatever, you invest in that franchise, but after 1 year, if your business is good, McDonald's can give you back all your money. Wouldn't that be great? But that's not going to happen, McDonald's or KFC. But here in Zinzino, it's going to happen. And I have seen it happen every single month. I've seen many of the partners get their money back. And on top of that, just by sharing products, acquiring premium customers who is happily using our products and our test kits, you will also be paid. How? Number one, you get cash bonus ranging from 10% of the sale all the way up to 30% of the sale. So this will make it a very, very lucrative plan in which you can share these products with your customers. So when they happily buy, and then the product is very, very affordable, right? One bottle, if they subscribe to the customer plan, one bottle of this 1 month use of balance oil, guess it costs how much? It doesn't even cost even 200 ringgit for 1 month use of such a high dosage of EPA DHA. Never seen before. I can compare this product with any products in the pharmacy with other companies. I until now, for 8 months, I can't find any other products that can pound for pound compared to what we have in Zinzino. So just by sharing this with your customers, if your customers like the products, you stand to earn between 10 to 30% of their purchases, right? So that's number one. Number two, we can also build a team of resellers. Now, resellers in our plan, we call them partners, just like you. So if you are able to refer this business with 6 partners, right, within 120 days, and then you can refer the products to 10 customers, again, within 120 days, you stand to earn a fast start bonus income of more than 12,000 ringgit. Okay, let me just go. So, see, total potential income. You can do this fast within 30 days. You can also do it within 120 days. It's up to you. Okay, there are steps to go, of course, but you stand to earn potential income of 12,500 ringgit, right? If you do it the right way, I've seen people do even a bit more extra, or in a shorter time, they stand to earn probably about 17 to 18,000 of this potential income as well. I've seen that happen, right? And the power of this referral plan is when the people that you refer to, they also are able to share this product with more customers. So if 4 of your partners, they also get the fast start of 12,500 ringgit, congratulations to you. You may rank up to executive level, earning about 4,500 per month. That's average. Okay. In Zinzino, executive level earns about 4,000 to 4,500 per month on average, right? And then we will also pay you a Z phone reward of 1,000 ringgit per month as well. Now, if you're able to rank up 4 of your partners to executive level, congratulations, you rank up to a diamond level. Now, diamond level in Zinzino makes on average about 20,000 ringgit a month. Now, let me ask you, if we're doing this on a side, as a side business, is 20,000 ringgit as a side business just by referring 4 of your partners? Is this good money? I think it's very good money for most of us, for most of Malaysians, right? Now, if you're able to lead 4 of your partners to become a diamond partner, congratulations to you. You rank up to Crown. Now, Crown on average, this is not fairy tales, not stories that I make up. These are real numbers that people are making, right? So on average, Crown is making about 60,000 ringgit a month. So again, let me ask you this question. If we're doing this on a side, as a side business, is 60,000 ringgit a month just by sharing such a good product? Is this good money? It's fantastic money, right? This is the kind of money like people, CEO of a company only making. But then again, in one company, how many CEO are there? There can only be one CEO, right? But here in Zinsino, we can create this destiny on our own. And then that's not the end. In Zinsino, I mean, the potential for income is endless. Basically, like I was saying, executive level, not the. You see, the first level is bronze, right? And then we go to silver and then gold, and then executive. So executive on average is making 4,500, and then we rank up platinum, diamond. Diamond on average 20,000 a month, and then rank up director, and then the crown is 60,000 a month on average. Because some crown they make more, some crown they make less. Based depends on how much of the revenue we are generating every month. But on average, crown is making about 60,000 a month, and then you rank up again. You build your business bigger. You rank up to royal crown, 80,000 a month. Black crown about 100,000 a month, right? And then you rank up to ambassador. You build a third team of partners. Ambassador is making about 120,000 a month. And then royal, and then black, and then president. Okay, president on average is making about 250,000 ringgit a month. This is the kind of crazy money that people who are really sharing the product with a lot of people, these people are making, these are real people making this kind of money all over Asia Pacific. And then that's not even the end. And then we've got elite president, and then we've got global president. Yesterday in Bali, I met a a few lah, probably about 7 to 8 of them. Okay, global presidents that I get to meet and learn experience from. These are wonderful people, yeah, partnering with Zinsino, and then you can still rank up to 1 stars and above. So basically, what I'm trying to say is the potential for income is really endless. And then we're just getting started, especially in Malaysia, because we're just here for about 3-4 years. We're just getting started. So if you think that you want to try the product, okay? Be my guest. Talk to the person who invited you to this Zoom. Ask them how you can get tested. Get the test, remember? Do the test. And then ask them how you want to try out the products and see if this product can really help you scientifically balance your fatty acid level and improve our health. We welcome you. But if you want to become a Zinsino partner because you see the potential for business income in this company and in this industry, I also welcome you to become one of our partners. Okay. Again, because we are on a very fast upward trend globally, and of course, especially in Asia, especially in Malaysia. Okay. Now, so if we are able to ride this trend of Zinsino, which is growing really fast, and this year, the month of January and February, we are still seeing a crazy amount of growth. And I want to welcome all of you to become a part of us, become a partner, and potentially in the future, you are able to earn some shares also of this company to become a shareholder of this company. I totally welcome you to be one of us, to become a partner. But either way, do talk to the person who invited you to this meeting. The only thing that I don't want you to do is that after we've gone through all this, you look at the products, look at the potential of the company, and then you do nothing. Okay? If you do nothing, then probably today it's been a waste of time, right? If you don't do anything. But at least if I can show you, or your friend who invited you, if one of us, we can show you how we can do this business and make it a really good business platform for you and your family, would you like to take a look? That's my question to you. So it's not always that we get to change people's lives using a product and then working with people who are as brilliant as the scientists and the co-founders of this company. It's not every day we see this kind of opportunity. So now that today I have seen this opportunity since last year, If you would like to know more, do talk to us, any one of us. We're happy to share with you what we know about this company and the potential of this company. And most importantly, how can we get started? And I would like to thank all of you for taking your time out to attend this session. I hope that every one of us would have learned something. If you have any questions, find my number. Okay, find my number through your contact, and talk to us. We're always happy to help and give more information. And here is again Mikhail Chiu from Ipoh, representing Zinzino Malaysia. And I want to thank you all for your time. Thank you. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.